Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're doing a full review episode. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, you know how we do, so let's do it to it, shall we? So today's full review episode is going to be of the Holliday Soft Red Wheat Bottled and Bond. It is a 6-year-old Missouri straight bourbon whiskey. So yeah, 50% alcohol, 100 proof. I'll give you a little look-see at that. The back end's got pretty much nothing but government bubble. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Holliday Distillery in Weston, Missouri. Missouri. Let's go ahead and get this cork popped, shall we? It's not a cork, it's a screw top. It's a screw top. Anywho, so let's go ahead and get this pour on, shall we? So, the Bottle and Bond. So, if you're new to the channel, Mr. Randy has been on doing this channel for about a year and a half, and started off with bourbon. It was a very shaky start until we got into American whiskey, and then Irish, and then Scotch, and then it's all over after that. Mr. Randy does a 3-part series. Part 1, off the rip, get it home, crack it open, have my first pour, share my first impression with you, because that's what we do. Part 2, full review time, drink it down halfway, where we're at today, put the cap back on it, it's a twister. Let it sit for a week and a half, 2 weeks. While it does that, I go out and I get some notes, next to nothing. Come back, we're going to talk about it anyways. I'm going to score it, continue to drink it, because Part 3, final pour episode, thusly named, will have the final pour compared to the first pour off the rip, and everything in between. So, anybody out there still want to say Doc Holliday when they think about this one? I'll be your huckleberry. Okay. So, the mash bill on this Bottle and Bond is 73% corn, 15% wheat, and 12% barley. They do use white oak barrels. Ben Holliday Distilleries opened back in 1856. I paid $56.94 out the door for this. 50% Bottle and Bond soft red wheat. So let's get it on the nose. It is very soft. Much better nosing at the halfway point than off the rip. As I always like to mention, off the rip, things are all squished and scrunched up. But now you've given it plenty of room in that bottle for everything to sort of loosen up and get a little bit lively. So the nosing, I'm getting cherry cola, diet cherry cola, bubblegum, aspartame, oak, vanilla, cinnamon. The nosing is actually pretty nice. It's, like I said, it is very soft, which I guess indicative of the name, correct? Okay, the nose is really nice. Let's go ahead and see what's on the palate. Initial palating, where I'm just going to let this sort of blast in my mouth or whatever, and let everything get acclimated, calm down, and then we'll go in for the second one to see how it really does. Try and hold back wanting to start talking about it and just sort of work out that initial palating. So while that's doing that thing, I'm just going to talk and blabber, jibber jabber. Holliday has 4 expressions. And this was the entry point as far as I was concerned, the Bottle and Bond. So in my year and a half of doing this channel, going down this whiskey journey, I found that number 1 libation of choice would be Scotch. 2, tequila. I have the tequilas the tequilas I have tried is basically a drop in a bucket as far as Scotch goes. But I have found out quite considerably enough information about tequilas as I've gone that I found I can narrow it down a lot quicker and a lot faster. Maybe it's because after a year and a half of doing this, I spent a lot of time on bourbons, Scotch, Irish, even some Japanese, gin, now tequila, that I now know what to look for when I'm looking to like something. I still want experiences, but I believe every whiskey tuber can agree we get to a certain point that we know what we don't want to try. Even if it's like the possibilities are kind of low. The probability of you finding something you like in a line of libations is next to nil. Let's go ahead and move on with the this next one to see what she really has to say. That's a damn good viscosity right there. It transfers really well to the mouth. Lots of spice right now, but not overwhelmingly so. It's soft. It's somewhat sweet. Like cinnamon, but not overbearing cinnamon. What I found in my whiskey journey, especially when it comes to bourbon, is I can skip all that BS and go right to either a bottle and bond or a single barrel. That's why, if you've been watching my channel for a while, seen several videos about the bourbons, you'll know why. Single barrels I try to put off as much as I can because they're very niche. They're never the same. Every time they put one out, it's different. It'll never be the same. I can't really say that most people would believe that these would be exactly the same, because they wouldn't be. Very minute differences, so much so nobody could probably really tell except for the supreme experts. I am not there yet. But single barrels are hit and miss, but most of them have been hits for me. Bottle and bond as well has been more hits than miss, but still I've had more misses in bottle and bonds than I have single barrels. This one, I ain't there yet, so yeah. So let's go ahead and the nose is really nice. It's really soft. It really mellowed out. It's nice. The palate is pretty good. But if you like that video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that as of yet. Great content still to come. We're not even halfway, really. July is going to be a banger. Let's go ahead and do this finish. I was really skeptical about this bottle off the rip. The first handful of sips or pours. But now here we are, halfway down. This bottle, the whiskey in this bottle has had time to open up, to really figure out what it wanted to be, reveal itself to me. And, well, on the finish, I'm getting gums, I'm getting cheeks, I'm getting nice, soft spice, light caramel, oak, vanilla. If you are a wheated bourbon guy, this would probably be something you should try if you haven't tried it already. It is soft. It's not as hard-edged as a lot of wheaters. The one that really always comes to mind is Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark is a little bit heavy-handed. This one, I guess, would be like a softer, because, yeah, you know, softer, but it is like a aftertaste of diet cherry cola and bubblegum. I'm getting lots of gums, a little bit in the cheeks, then we move over, the tongue's flashed out, it's done. What about the heat on the background? Heat in the back is, I'd say, at least a good solid 1. It's not going to see much more than that, which is nice. I don't really like anything that really blows me out or burns me out. Being a bottle and bond at 100 proof is right about where I like to draw that line. I will go just a little bit above 100, like a 101, or heck, that Jim Beam 108. That Jim Beam single barrel was delicious. So I will go just a little bit above 100, but hey, you know, you're flirting with danger. Anything after that, and I'm done. I'm done with that. So I'm gonna keep it right about at 100 proof. No more 130. No more 116.8. I might get that rare turkey rare breed. You know, wild turkey rare breed. 116.8. I might get that again, and then maybe just pipe it down a little bit. You know, dilute it. Maybe add a half a teaspoon into each pour. You know, because it's good. It's just a little too harsh for me. You know, kind of like that Jack Daniel's Barrel Select Barrel Proof. I can still feel it. I can still feel it. 131 in the back of my throat. Finish is nice. It's probably the best part about this pour is the finish. So let's put a score on it, shall we? Here's the dilemma. It's a bourbon, but it's a different. There's a lot of different types of bourbons. This one's a Missouri straight bourbon. Let's try not to complicate things too much, okay? Bottle and bond. Let's keep it in the field of bottle and bonds. Okay, now let's score it. As far as bottle and bonds go, this is a solid 4 out of 5. Then you toss in that it's a wheater, but it's a soft red wheater, which kind of does give it a leg up in that category as well. I like it. I think it's pretty good. My fair price on this, oh boy, oh boy. I'd like to see it probably more at around $50 or less out the door. I don't think it really deserves any much more over that. It is good, but when you start pushing over 50 for a bourbon, and this is my opinion, people out there completely taters, or you've got nothing else to spend your money on, that's fine. You do you, boo. But $50, you got to be giving me something incredibly special in that bottle. Now, yeah, I know, Mr. Randy, you pay $100 for a bottle of scotch like it ain't nothing. But you got to understand, try that $100 bottle of scotch. And then you have to be a Scotchman as well. I mean, if you don't like scotch, then you're just wasting $100. But yeah, would I buy this again? No, there's 3 other ones I'd like to try in this line, but it might be some time before I try another Holliday. There it is. In the comment section, we'd love to know where you're currently at. What are you currently drinking? Have you had a Holliday? Which one have you had? Have you had a soft red wheat? Let's talk about it. If not, we can talk about something else. Anywho, there it is. As always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one. So we're about to do the full review of the Holliday Soft Red Wheat Bottle and Bond. We left this out overnight for 24 hours just to see how it would fare. Looks like it fares pretty well. No problems there. So I guess we're ready to go.